Hello guys, welcome again. So let's talk about Bitcoin. So well, I'm sorry last week actually I was not online, and the reason is because I was doing this actually every day and I got sick actually last week. That's why I in Japan actually was snowing, it was cold. I don't know, it's weird because I was expecting, well, actually technically it's almost spring, but well, here in Japan it's actually very cold right now. So now I'm okay. So I'm gonna show you this chart, and I know maybe you are thinking Bitcoin is gonna crash, and I agree with you. But as I said before, I always see both sides of the market, not just only one side. And I have strong reasons to think like actually first we could see actually a bounce, and after that, yeah, potentially continuation. Right now, people are looking for maybe mid 50s, even myself, of course, yes, but that actually the chart is telling me something else right now. So that's why I want to share my TA with you. Let's see what actually I'm expecting. As you can see here, I'm using VWAP here. Usually I don't show this VWAP on my live streams because here my live streams because actually it's another system of trading. It's a little bit more complex, not more complex. It's more about price action, and it could be more complicated for people if they don't have experience with price action. So, but the point here is, as you can see here, this VWAP is actually acting as support right now, exactly at 80K. Of course, eventually I'm looking for a breakdown. Yes, because there is no support, as you can see here. There is no volume, there is no confluence here. Eventually, I'm looking for actually a crash for Bitcoin. Yes, but before I'm looking for another bounce here, potentially. Yes, and after that, yeah, maybe another crash. I'm not saying maybe around maybe 90K. Of course not. I'm expecting a bounce because first of all, this is support. I don't short supports. Sorry, I don't short supports. I don't open longs when in resistance. Okay, never. So right now, even if you see the chart is red and Bitcoin is looking like it's about to crash, I cannot break my rules. My rules are actually I don't follow my emotions. Here the fact is Bitcoin is testing support here around this area, and as long as Bitcoin is holding this area, I cannot short. The only way to short is Bitcoin is bouncing here, and after that, yeah, and another sell signal continuation. Now, for example, yesterday I opened a long position here because I was looking for a buy signal here, as you can see here, and well, it was fake, so I lost that trade. I lost that trade, and I got to stop it. That's all. Yeah. But of course, as usual, I move on, and now I am in long position right now, looking for actual bounce. Right now, I am at $81,000. Let me check. Yeah, $81,000, 100. Looking for a bounce. Why? Because this is support. I cannot short. I cannot short. Now, let me show you the reasons. Well, I am when I saw Bitcoin testing 1 hour chart. Sorry, the support around 80K, 81K. I saw buy signals here, and also there is a bullish divergence forming here in volume. As you can see here, there is a bullish divergence here forming in volume in 1 hour chart. Of course, I am looking for a bounce. Now let me show you here 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, as you can see here, Bitcoin, well, curve in this case, is about to test, is entering into the zone, like according to the probabilities here, is around 88, no, 92% of probabilities we could see reversal. We could see a bounce here. So that's why it's very dangerous right now opening shorts right now at this level. Yeah, and after that, after we see a bounce, potentially, yes, we could see another leg down. Now let's talk about the 1 day chart. 1 day chart is very interesting right now because right now Bitcoin is forming something very interesting here. As you can see here, volume is not good. Of course, it's still not good, but we have here, technically speaking, we have a buy signal here forming right now for Bitcoin. Actually, it was fired 4 days ago. So as you can see here, Bitcoin, the projection, of course, is going to be always sideways here and bounce here, right? So right now, Bitcoin, we have a clear range right now where the bottom is 80K and the top is around 92K. Yeah, this is This is the range actually I can see right now. It's very simple. So as long as we have this signal here and by one day chart by this signal, this is the technical analysis, right? One sideways and downside. Now remember what I said to you. You cannot be only using one side, right, all the time, because actually it's very dangerous, especially you are trading, right? So you are trading, you have to be actually very open-minded, and you need to understand, like, not because you are bearish in the long term, maybe that means Bitcoin is gonna crash and all everything is gonna crash, right? And here is when actually I see opportunities, right? When people are start talking, everything is gonna crash. This time is like 2008, whatever, right? Everything is when I see actual opportunity. Okay, so open your mind here, because I'm gonna show you something like maybe you will not, of course, agree, but well, actually that worked. Is working for me, right? It's working very good, because every time when I see that kind of things, well, usually I go against to the general feeling, right? The sentiment. Now let me show you here. In one day chart here, as long as we have the one day buy signal here, the projection is gonna be sideways, right? Sideways and downside, right? Sideways and downside, right? Sorry, an upside, a bounce. No reversals, no ETA, no nothing, right? No, just bounce, right? Similar as here, right? We have a very good example here. We have very good example. Bitcoin, we got this buy signal here, and also sideways for a long time, right? And in this case, no bounce here. And after that, when it was almost reaching the zero line here, a major crash, right? Of course, now we got this bounce, and now we have, every time when I see this kind of moves, I said to you in my previous live stream, right? It's a bounce, right, to keep falling. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is playing very well, actually. Crash and bounce to what? To keep falling. And now, of course, it's testing the support right now. So now Bitcoin is playing ping pong. Actually, it's very, very, very good range, because it's $10,000 range from this point, and this point is around 13%. Actually, it's a good time actually to start making profits here, because the only thing we have to do is just playing ping pong, right? Yeah. But the problem here is like the mindset of many people is like, oh yeah, it's gonna crash right now. Yes. But remember, Bitcoin or any asset actually, 70% of all the time is in range, and just 30% is in trending. Okay. So that's why you need to understand it's a process. Okay. It's a process. It's not a shit coin, right? It's not a meme coin, right? No, it's not a rock pool. So that's why everything is a process. So right now here in one day chart, let me be clear again. It's sideways here and bounce, right? Sideways here, and bounce, right? Of course, not no new all-time high or that kind of things. No, just it's a part as part of my system. Of course, when I see again, right, in this case, our sell signal or this center line here, and just Bitcoin is in sideways here, eventually I am looking for another leg down. But this is actually my point. Bitcoin in higher time frames actually is doing very well. Let me show you why. Into the chart right now here is testing, actually is in the, historically speaking, is in the area where every time when it's around this area, right, around here, as you can see here, there is a 90% of probabilities to see a buy signal. I'm not saying this signal is strong, of course not, because there is no volume, not like before, but there is something you need to understand. There is a bullish divergence forming right now into the chart, as you can see here, from this point and this point. So because I see into the chart, there is a buy signal forming here. I am not calling for new ATA or something like that, don't get me wrong, but at least bounce, same thing, right? Sideways here and potential bounce maybe in the following days, looking for maybe 92, 93, another test potentially, or a little bit higher, maybe 95, something like that. And from there, when again, people will say, oh yeah, bullish, blah, 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 I will be more than happy to short again, right? So please understand, Bitcoin is doing, actually is holding this area, is holding this area. Well, right now I can see some signals actually for a potential bounce. Now let me show you here the weekly chart. Weekly chart I know is looking very bad. It's looking bad. Yes, I understand it's looking bad. And actually I'm still looking for another leg down eventually this month, not tomorrow, not later, no, this month, right? But you need to understand something. Bitcoin in weekly chart is doing actually good, right? Is actually testing is about to test a line here. Of course, we need to wait maybe 1 month or two, but as long as Bitcoin is above 75k, right? 75k, this area, of course, right now I'm in long position. I'm looking for a short, yes, after the bounce, because I am looking for 75k, 70k area. But that is the point where actually I'm gonna start looking for longs. I'm gonna start looking for a bounce, a major bounce in weekly chart, something like this. Same thing, right? Sideways here, sideways and bounce, right? Now let me show you here. This one, some people ask me, hey, so maybe it's possible, like Bitcoin could do something like we saw in 2022 or in 2021, 2022, where Bitcoin tested 30k, and after that we saw a new all-time high after like 4 months. Let me show you here the example, right? Bitcoin tested here in 2021, right? The ME55 here, and after that, Bitcoin we saw a bounce, very strong bounce here, and making new all-time high, and after that a major crash. So someone asked me, hey, do you think it's possible Bitcoin could do something like this? Yeah, it's possible, but one thing is if it's possible, another thing is, well, probabilities, right? And in this scenario here in 2021, we didn't have we didn't have a better variance. Actually, Bitcoin was forming the better variance in weekly chart after we saw a new all-time high here, but we didn't have a better variance in the monthly. That's why the probabilities to see this bounce here this year, yeah, it's possible, yes, but well, the odds are actually very, 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 very small. I am looking for maybe something like this. Maybe, yes, a potential sideways, something like this, something like this, right? We see Bitcoin in sideways. Of course, in weekly chart is a very nice time. Actually, very, 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 with this volatility, it's awesome to make actually some profits, very good profits actually, because every time when you see weekly chart moving, I'm talking about 20%, 30% moves, right? Actually, it's very nice. But the point here is like, I'm looking for this scenario, right? Bitcoin is going to be in sideways here around between 75, 80K, something like that here, right? Something like here, right? Something like this. Imagine Bitcoin could be doing something like this, right? Something like this, maybe after 3 months. And after that, when we have the next sell signal here, maybe we will see finally the final leg down all the way down to 50K and even lower. I could be wrong. Of course, yes. Of course, I could be wrong. But how I can take how can I say this profits, right, as much as I can. Well, first of all, we need to understand something. Bitcoin is about to cross the seller line this month, right? So technically speaking, Bitcoin is doing well in weekly chart, right? Is doing well because it's holding, is even not testing the ME55. Of course, we will see this test maybe this week, maybe next week, but eventually I'm expecting to see the test, right? But as long as it's about 75K around here, I'm gonna start looking for a bounce sideways, right? And the question is, if we could see a new ETA, I don't think so. I think 90K, 95K, this area is gonna be a very strong resistance for a long time. I don't see Bitcoin like 200K, like, because you will see every time when Bitcoin is doing something like this, right? The markets people are so bullish and blah blah blah, right? And yeah, with the new reserve, whatever, what is any excuse is a reason to be bullish, right? But here, my friend, here actually, if we see sideways here, sideways, and here, well, I'm gonna start looking for. I will start looking for a maybe in summer, something like that, another big short. I missed this one. I was a $107,000 short. I was planning to close to keep my short position same as 2021. In this case, I couldn't. I opened short positions around $97,000, 95, and after 93. And well, I mean, it was not bad. It was not the best, but well, maybe I could have a second chance. Maybe in a few months, like maybe I couldn't catch the top, but in the macro scale, I will shorten Bitcoin around maybe 90K after we see this bounce in weekly chart. It could be it could be actually a nice position to maybe start looking for maybe 50K or something like that. But keep in mind here, like, please, you need to see always both sides of the market, right? The market is not looking good, yes, but technically speaking, Bitcoin is doing well. That's my point. Okay, that's my point. That's why you are shorting 100x right now. Just be careful, protect your entries, right? Because we see a bounce. Now you know the reason. Now let me show you here the monthly chart. The monthly is actually very interesting here. The monthly, officially, we have sell signals here. As you can see here, we have the red dots in volume. Historically speaking, every time when we have the red dots, as you can see here, every time, well, just only one time it was not very, I think one time, I think it didn't work. I need to check. I think it's this one. Before we could short Bitcoin in this 2017. All the signals I see before 2018 for me are not very relevant because this before here, before in the past, we couldn't short Bitcoin. We couldn't short Bitcoin. Bitcoin was more about community stuff, right? More like new early adopters, right? Now here, here in this after 2018, here we have institutions, we have the banks, now we have the governments. That's why, in my humble opinion, right, everything is just gonna crash, even bad, terrible. It's gonna be very, very bad. Why? Because this is not technical analysis. It's just my opinion. Okay, just please take it as is. It's just my opinion. This is a business, right? So governments they want us to be controlled, right? Somehow, right? So the way how they realize Bitcoin is there is something they cannot control. Yes, but well, one way to control it is you have it almost all, right? That technically they can buy everything. So do you think they're gonna buy Bitcoin at 100K? And maybe they can, if they manipulate the market, maybe they can buy Bitcoin at maybe at 10K, right? I mean, please just think about it, right? So of course, because it's a business, they want to buy cheap, right? So that's why I am expecting actually a major correction in 2025, 2026, where actually the narrative is like, oh, why? But now we are pro crypto. Why everything is crashing, right? Why? Yeah, I don't believe in this government. You know, it's normal, right? Usually the markets are like that. The markets behave against the narrative, right? Against when people are so bullish, usually is the opposite, right? When everything is crashing, when people are super bearish, like, oh my god, everything is going to zero, is when actually is the best moment to buy. So that's why for me right now the news are very positive, right? Oh yeah, crypto adoption, right? It stays, it's gonna buy blah 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 and whatever shit you can see, in social media. On social media is just part of the game, right? So that's why we are here. We need to learn how to play that game, right? That's the point. We cannot manipulate the markets, but we can actually play or try to follow what market makers are doing. So right now here, as you can see here in the monthly, technically speaking, historically speaking, every time when we have the red dots, the volume is actually decreasing. And as you can see here, in 2017, we got a better variance here in volume, right? With after the massive run, and we saw a major crash, right? Like from the 20K to the MA55, around 83%. Here from in this signal, right, in 2021, right, we got this crash around 77%. And here, of course, I am looking for, if we follow this same pattern, right? And if Bitcoin follows this pattern, we are gonna have a big problem for Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, we are gonna have a massive issue. Why? Because if we do exactly the same thing, in average, Bitcoin likes to crash around 70% after, the major correction. Well, if we go to 70% crash, it's around, or 70%, it's around 25K. You can think, you are gonna start asking yourself, why is a big problem? Why this time is a big problem? Because Bitcoin is crashing every time around 70%. Why? The reason why is this could be actually a big problem this time is because if you see the white line here, in the white line, yeah, this white line is our best friend, right? Is the best friend of Bitcoin right now. Yeah, it's not the government, right? It's not, no, I don't care. It's the facts are here. This white line is my bestie right now, right? Bitcoin actually, the best friend of Bitcoin right now is has been actually for more than 12 years the exponential moving average ME55. As you can see here, Bitcoin in 2014, right, massive pump, and tested ME55 here around 2015, around 100, almost $200, and after that another massive move here all the way up, and the next test ME55 here, another test of the ME55 here, and here another test. And not this for me was the first warning, testing the ME55, and again testing the ME55. As you can see here, the ME55 is our friend. You see, not the government, not the crypto whatever, crypto influencers. No, this is your friend. The problem if Bitcoin crash 75%, I'm thinking Bitcoin $111,000 is the top, is, let me show you, Bitcoin could be very far away from our friend, right? The ME55 is going to be very far away, like for example around 50K and Bitcoin around 25K. Well, technically speaking, that is good. That could be a very strong signal, like for first time, right? In many years, we could have the first bear market, official bear market for Bitcoin. And I'm telling you this right now because based on what I saw right now this morning and the data and everything, I have a strong reasons to maybe to think like maybe 2020, within the next 2-3 years, is going to be a huge opportunity for all the investors out there, because I know some of you are investing, not trading, investing. Get ready, because a major opportunity is showing up right now. So the best time to start thinking about investing is right now. I mean, this year, next year is actually going to be awesome. Of course, you are gambling, right? 100x, right? 25x, 50x, you are going to just get wrecked. So this is time for investors. So that's why open your mind. I know maybe what I'm saying right now is something overwhelming because you believe in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and you want to see Bitcoin to 1 million. I agree with you, but as a trader, I need to separate my feelings and the facts, right? And right now we have this signal here in the monthly, plus we have better variance, as you can see here, right? From this high and this high. And we cannot avoid the fact, like every time when Bitcoin is bouncing, the momentum, and not just with curve, you can use a MACD, you can use RSI, you can use many like momentum indicators, and you will see the momentum is decreasing in after every bull market. So the fact is Bitcoin is losing momentum over time. So this is a very normal signal in normal behavior in any asset over time, right? So it's normal. Eventually, Bitcoin is gonna crash, and not just crash. Actually, it's gonna enter in a multi-year bear market. That's my point. Yeah, that's my point. And let me show you here. We have here the monthly, and not just the monthly. We have the bi-monthly here. We have the same setup, right? Actually, even stronger here. As you can see here, we have a better divergence from in the bi-monthly from this high and this high, right? And this high and this high. And this high and this higher low. So my point here is like, yes, Bitcoin is an uptrend, yes, but there are signals telling us right now we need to be just defensive. I am not bearish, I am defensive. That's actually I wanna rephrase this. I am not bearish because technically speaking, Bitcoin is in uptrend, yes. I am just defensive because the most important thing for me is my capital, right? Because without capital, we cannot trade. That's why I strongly suggest don't be too super bearish. Everything is gonna crash like 2008, and don't be that super bullish. Like Bitcoin is a solution for everything, right? Everything, right? Like AI. No, just the market, how the market is working. So that's why actually it's very important for me to show you this, because you can do it by yourself. You can open, even you don't follow my system, you can use the MACD, you can use another, whatever tool you are using for volume momentum, you will see the same trend. Every time Bitcoin is making new higher lows in momentum, there are many, not just this one. That's why when I see this, like this garbage, right, this rainbow, right, and on internet they are doing this, right, and they said, based on historical data, here's the top, here's the top, here's the top, we are in the middle of this bull market, right, and from here to here, next target, let me show you. Oh my god, 500, 400,000, and it's unbelievable, and actually very irresponsible, and actually very, I really want to vomit when I see this kind of people having thousands of 100,000, 200,000, million, 1 million of followers doing this garbage. Seriously, I really, really want to just to keep my community very small, because I prefer quality than quantity. But when I see this kind of trash, it's like, oh my god, seriously, like I cannot believe like when people say that kind of stupid things, right? But well, at the same time, I am very happy, because without them, we cannot make profits, right? We need them. We need the stupid people out there, because when we trade, always when we make profits, someone is losing somewhere else. That's why, and this is a business. That's why I want to just separate my feelings. It's more like, okay, yeah, I feel a little bit sad for because of that, but this is just a business, right? This is a business. Now let me show you here in the short term. Bitcoin is bouncing as expected. Remember, no shorts, right? No shorts. No shorts. Here, no shorts. I know it was looking like it was crashing, but as you can see, it's bouncing here. We have a fresh buy signal here, looking for, as usual, the ME55 here, ME55. But to be honest, because Bitcoin is in sideways right now, looking for at least maybe another test to maybe 90K around here. Because I am playing ping pong. My strategy is ping pong strategy. Okay, I'm gonna call it like this. We are gonna play ping pong today. Okay, this is my ping pong strategy. So I formally introduce you to my ping pong strategy, where I buy support and I sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance. Okay. Two targets. Target one, the middle of the range, right? You see this box here is a target number one, right? Target number one here around 86, 85, overextended extension 90K. Okay, so we are playing ping pong, but this game is very good. Imagine, right? You open longs right now here, well, around 80K, right? That was the entry. Well, actually, if you open maybe an 80K and the target is around 85K, is 5%. Actually, it's awesome, right? That's why I like crypto, I like Bitcoin, because the volatility is awesome. But if you are willing to wait, right, and protect your entry, maybe you could make around 11%. So that's why trading sideways actually is a skill. It's something you have to learn, right? It's something you have to do, right? And well, let me continue. And I'm gonna continue with a little bit more information. Actually, I found when I was doing my TA this weekend. Because every weekend, every Sunday in the morning, always I am doing TA for Bitcoin and the stock market. Actually, one of the members asked me about the stock market, and I saw the TA, and I want to do. Actually, we are going to talk about the stock market right now. I mean today, because actually it's very interesting what is happening right now in the stock market. And yeah, I agree with something. We could see maybe a major crash, but first we will see a bounce. That's my point. We will see a bounce, and after that, potentially yes, we could see a crash over time. But let me show you here another indicator, right? Let me show you the RSI, because well, it's like very famous, right? Very common indicator, right? I don't use it for when I started my career about trading, yeah, I use it RSI, MACD, all that shit, right? But I don't use it anymore, because too many people are using the same thing. The probabilities to have a winning system, is less and less and less. That's why the success rate of many indicators is decreasing over time, because more people are using the same thing, market makers, they know eventually these kind of things, and that's why they change, and they improve, right? So that's why we have to keep improving. Now let me show you here. Let me show you the RSI, and the RSI officially, let me show you here, right? I don't care if it's oversold, overbought. I don't buy that kind of things. I back tested, right? Everything. So officially, every time Bitcoin is with RSI, right, it's below 50 level. Between 50 level and 45, if I am very honest, because historically speaking, this range actually is the area, as you can see here. Between 45 and 50, as long as the RSI is here, is testing support. Now, what could change if we go to the past, right? Every time when Bitcoin in this case broke the 50 level with RSI, right? For example, here we saw this crash here, and test resistance, and after that a major crash, right? For example, here was in sideways here. Sorry, let me fix it. Okay, here it was in sideways for a long time, and after a major crash. This is 2018, right? I don't see that. I memorized the price, right? 2018 from $6,000 to $3,000, and 2021 from $68,000, 69 to TDK, something like that. Now here to 17K. As you can see here, now we are not there yet. Bitcoin is still holding the support. So what we want to see here, same, right, sideways, right, or maybe a bounce, right, and after that, rejection and continuation. And here, my friend, here is when we have the official bear market, when we will see maybe potentially 70% crash, and you must be happy because you will be able to buy Cardano at 0.10, 0.20, maybe Solana maybe at $20 or $40, whatever, you see. It's the best time. Please change your mind instead of getting depression or being sad. Oh my God, I'm very sad because I cannot make money. You're thinking in this way like you want to be rich tomorrow. Well, you are gonna get broke. You're gonna be broke because actually all the guys who I know, they are wealthy. They have money. They have power. It's over time, right? It's a process. It's not just something you're gonna do just tomorrow, right? Okay, so let me continue here in the monthly. In the monthly, let me show you here. Well, actually, I am in profit right now. Let me see. Good. I am in profit right now. Very nice. 8% profit. Very nice. Very nice. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, now let me show you here in the monthly. It's very interesting here what is going on right now. Bitcoin actually was trending here, tested here the MA, and after that we got a bounce. Officially, also we have a better appearance. And as you can see here, the RSI broke the MA. And if we study the past and we study the signals, right? What happened after? What happened after based on probabilities, not because the news, because this YouTuber, no. Forget it. Let's talk about facts, okay? What happened after that? Every time Bitcoin broke the MA around this level, this area, right? Every time, right? Here, what happened? 2018, February, Bitcoin was in sideways, and after that, a major crash. And here, 2021, June, Bitcoin was around maybe 60K, something like that. Yes, around here, 60K. What happened after that? Bitcoin, we saw a bounce here, but the RSI was below the MA all the time, forming a better range in the monthly as well, and after that, major crash. So right now here, same pattern. Bitcoin tested the MA, bounce, and now it's broken. So think about this. What is next? Bitcoin to 1 million. Yeah, all in. Correct, right? You are right. You see? The charts are there. If you don't want to listen, you don't want to see, it's up to you. It's up to you. Yes, I'm telling you the facts, okay? So as investor, we must be very happy. And now the next question is when to buy? When to buy? Well, now we know when to sell. Now, actually, it is time to start selling, right? Reducing my positions, taking profits, and just maybe we can go to Maldives or whatever is your preferred place, Cancun, whatever. But when is the time to buy? Just with RSI, let me show you. I am using just a shitty indicator because this indicator is trash for me, right? In my humble opinion. Okay. So the best moment to buy, only just using this crap, I mean this indicator, like it's actually terrible, is very simple. Don't use it as invest in the Investopedia. Go ahead, is the name. Well, YouTubers say how to buy when it's oversold, blah blah. No, no. That is not gonna work like that. So let me show you here. Historically speaking, every time when you see Bitcoin, specifically Bitcoin, not other assets, Bitcoin, only Bitcoin. When we see Bitcoin testing or below the 50 level, between 50 and 45, right? As you can see here, as you can see here, and as you can see here, is the moment to open your wallet. It's the moment to buy, historically speaking. So, in some point, 2026, by the end of the year, who knows? But when I see Bitcoin with RSI around this level, I'm gonna just start buying. You see? You don't have to be expert. You don't have to be the best trader. The only thing you need to understand is the cycles, right? And yeah, if you are thinking because the reserves, whatever, we have a now America is adopting Bitcoin, whatever. Usually the banks, usually the institutional money, always so many times is coming to the last in the last phase. So that's why careful here, careful, because you are thinking Bitcoin is cheap right now. No, it's not cheap. Bitcoin actually will crash even more over time. Technically speaking, if we just follow data, right? Follow data, and that's actually something I wanted to share, because I got many comments right now. Oh yeah, should I buy right now Bitcoin again because now it's cheap? Define cheap. Bitcoin just crash, only crash 20%. That's only 20%. If I'm gonna buy Bitcoin, I want to make 200, 300, 400%, not just 20%. I mean, I'm talking about investing, not trading. Trading right now, I am making right now 9% today. Perfect, good. But I'm trading today. But in the long term, if I have to wait 1 year, I want to make 300, 400, 500%, right? That's my goal. That's my goal. So that's why I will not buy here. I want to buy when Bitcoin is here, right? Here, crash, something very huge like this is very bad. Yes, something like here. I want to buy here. I want to buy here. Because I'm telling you this, I am repeating again and again and again and again this, and I will keep doing the same thing, because the markets is the only market I know people like to buy stupid things and expensive things. You apply the same principles when you open your business or when you go to the market, and you're always looking for Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever. You are looking for discounts. You have to do the same thing in the market. Just wait for the big discount. But 10% is not a discount. No, we are looking for this. 70%, 80% discount. That actually, yes, there I am. When I see this, I will be very interested. Not now. Now, let's continue with the USD dominance. USD dominance actually is doing something very interesting. Monthly bullish. I am super bullish, looking for even all-time high. In some point, maybe by the end of the year, maybe next year. I don't know, because I don't have a crystal ball. The only thing I know, my arrow here is so powerful, right? It's like this, okay? It's like this, and there is no other direction, okay, for me, in the monthly. Let me remove this crap, because I don't like RSI. As you can see here, we have the monthly buy signal is very good. Actually, I am looking for this buy. Now, I was watching the chart here like yesterday, Sunday, because every Sunday is my homework. As you can see here, we are gonna see eventually this year a bi-monthly buy signal. So get ready, because this thing is gonna start trending. Not just testing the previous high. I think in some point 2027, 2026, you will see a potential new ATA here. So that's why I am looking for a deeper correction in the markets, especially for crypto, because now we have we have a lot of shit everywhere. Many scams, many rug pulls, right? Every day we see rug pulls, right, in Solana, right? So that's why we need to clean the house. And actually, it makes sense for me. That's why now is the time for investing, right? Save your capital as much as you can this year and the following year. Be ready, because when we have this moment, you will be very happy, right? That's the point. That's the point. Now, if everything is okay, I'm gonna be with you here. I will be you here, and we will do it together, right? Because of course I will be here, and I'm waiting for that. Now let's continue with the Bitcoin. Well, first of all, let me show you here the weekly chart is testing the MI55. It's not a breakout, not yet. Actually, I'm looking for actually me in the 1 day chart a pullback, but as long as above the maybe around 460% around here, as long as above here, I am bullish. Still bullish, right? Still bullish. The momentum is still to the upside, but the USD dominance must defend around 0.60, 0.50, 0.8, something like that around here. The point here is I don't want to see the USD dominance testing around 4% because we will see more like sideways. I want volatility. In my case, I want volatility. I want to see something huge, something actually I want to make, I want to trade. That's the point. If we want to trade, we need volatility. That's why I need to see the market moving. So as you can see here, we have still the weekly chart is to the upside, of course. I was looking for around 6%, and well, 5.60. Well, let's see if we can reach around 6%. Let me show you the bi-weekly chart. We have a fresh buy signal forming right now. Bitcoin is going to zero. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, actually, yeah. I think Bitcoin is gonna crash. Beautiful this year. It's gonna be wonderful this year. Actually, every 4 years we have this, or 3-4 years we have this opportunity, right? So that's why I'm very excited. I'm very happy because, well, let's see. Now let's talk about Bitcoin dominance, because now where is the alt season, right? I told you like a few months ago there is no alt season. We will not see alt season. There is no alt season. It's Bitcoin season, not alt season. Yeah, forget it. We will not have alt season. It's not the time for alts. It's a time for Bitcoin. It's the Bitcoin party right now. They're still looking for around 68, 70%. And as you can see here, eventually we will see a better appearance here. It's gonna be wonderful, because if I am correct with this, potentially we could see something a better appearance, a new high. And well, if everything goes well, we could see discounts, big discounts. Solana crashing, Ethereum crashing, everything crashing. Wonderful. I'm very happy. You see, I'm happy. I know maybe some of you are sad, but in my case, actually, I switch my mindset. Is when I see people like super bullish, I am opposite. When I see people super bearish, I am looking for opportunities, right? So you can see here, still looking good, forming a better appearance. And here, weekly chart. Let me show you here. We have the momentum is still to the upside. The trend is your friend until the end. It's still to the upside. And as you can see here, it's in sideways here. And of course, it's not very good. The momentum is losing momentum. But as long as about the 1 day chart, sorry, 1 day, MI55 on 1 day chart is trending. So of course, we could see pullbacks over time. But the most important chart right now here is the weekly chart. As long as, I mean, we could see a correction. We could see, actually, we saw it in December, I think. Yeah, December, you see? And here when we saw another major bounce in altcoins. But as long as it's about the MI55, the trend is your friend until the end. And I think we could see the top around 70%. Yeah, so no alt season, okay? Careful, you're thinking Solana is cheap at 128, because it's not. It's not cheap. Solana is not cheap. It's not cheap, and it's very expensive. If you don't believe me, just you can see it by yourself, right? Because someone asked me, hey, I'm gonna buy Solana $100. Yeah, do it. All in to the moon. But just saying, I am not a financial advisor. But you see Solana at $40, don't sell. Hold, right? Because you will be wrecked, right? So you need to learn how about holding, right? Like, really, you want to buy Solana right now at this price? Perfect, do it. Technically speaking, is testing support. But Solana broke the MI55. Very strong. So Solana looking for, in the long term, right? First level around $80, $90, and second level, big discount around 40. And here, my friend, I am very interested here. You said, I'm thinking to buy Solana around this price. I want to join to the party, but not here. Here, no thank you. Trading, yes, like now, right? Right now, Bitcoin is bouncing here. Yes, trading short term, yeah, no problem. 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, 1 day chart, yeah, let's do that. Let's go open longs. I am in long position right now. Let's make some profits, right? Yes, but investing, no thank you. Thank you. Now let me show you here Solana. Solana here, we have here Solana with the sell signal present is still. My concern is Solana is below the MA55. So we have to see a bounce. Solana must close about 210, 205, closing about there, not just testing, closing about there, and potentially this could be an invalidation. But the monthly is terrible. Monthly, this is reversal, my friend. Careful here because Solana is getting ready for a major crash. So this is reversal, okay? This is reversal. Very strong move to the downside, as you can see here. This candle is very powerful here. If you see a bounce, right, it's just gonna be a sell opportunity. To be honest, looking for, as I said before, $90 around there, the first level, potentially yes. But overall, if we see 90, this level, 120 broken, yeah, get ready for a big discount. Okay. Now let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is doing something very interesting here. I saw this chart. Let me show you here because people like to create these lines, right? Like, oh yeah, you see, the trend line was here, and they like to do something like this, right? I saw this on X yesterday. And if you YouTuber is doing this crap, run away. Okay, seriously, run away because these people is just, I don't know. This is not TA. Okay. Because I saw it in 2021, right? For example, here, long position here to the moon, right? I'm sorry. 1 second here, long position here in the line, right? Oh my God. Yeah, like this. And to the moon because the triangle is saying, let me see, the target is 200%, 250. So from here to here is around 10K, 15K. Yeah, I saw many posts saying this. Now, remember, I don't follow patterns. I don't follow triangles, rectangles, circles, whatever. I don't do that. So what I can to say right now here, yes, technically speaking, Ethereum is testing the MA55. Technically speaking, I cannot short Ethereum. I cannot short. Technically speaking, yes, I need to start looking for longs or buying potentially, yes. But let's check. Let's try to study what happened with the momentum, what happened with volume, right? Let's see. Momentum volume is actually bad in the monthly, right? Monthly is actually crashing, right? We have as a signal present in monthly, right? So should I buy right now here Ethereum? Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing right now. Nothing. I am not buying Ethereum. Why? Because if I follow, I follow my system of trading. The only way to buy Ethereum in the monthly basis is I need to see Ethereum in sideways, proving me this is support, because I don't have evidence this is support right now. And after that, I see a buy signal here, and yes, I will be happy to buy maybe next year. And after that, to the moon, 1 million, 10 million. Examples, very simple here, right? We saw this test, and Ethereum was in sideways here for a long time, right? Long time, 6 months, 7 months, forming a basement, buy signal here, buy here around 1,500, and from here to 4,000. You see? Very simple. But there is a problem. You have to wait maybe 2 years, 1 year or 2. The question is, are you willing to wait? Or maybe you are the type like you want to be rich tomorrow? Because you have this mindset, oh yeah, I'm going to buy crypto and shit coins because I want to be millionaire tomorrow. Well, the only thing you are going to do is just giving your money to someone else for free. So that's why it requires time, right? You need to learn how to wait and respect your TA and respect your plan, actually. In weekly chart officially here for me is actually very bad. Ethereum, the performance is terrible here. Is actually broke the MA55, very strong reaction here. If we see a bounce here, it's just gonna be a sell opportunity to keep falling. Okay, so that's why if this very strong line we saw here is gonna hold, I don't think so. I think actually it's just gonna keep crashing. And honestly, the targets for Ethereum, I'm looking for the first target 1,500 and around 1,000. Yeah, I'm looking for Ethereum 1,500 here. Yeah, and 1,000 here. Now, 1,000 is the most important level because it's the high of 2018. If Ethereum for some reason breaks $1,000, well, it's gonna be just the hell. Okay, the hell. Now let's continue. Let's continue. I'm gonna move now with the stock market. Just quickly, right? Cardano is in sideways, as you can see, doesn't support, right? Which one? Tron sideways is about to test the MA55. Well, in general, all the altcoins they are just sideways or dropping, right? Same as Bitcoin. Now let's continue with the currencies. Sorry, the stock market. The stock market right now. Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla. I want to show you Tesla right now here. I know you are maybe super bearish, looking for Bitcoin. Sorry, Tesla. The stock market is about to crash. Yes, I agree with you. Actually, I can see some signals, some warnings, right? But the point here is like, right now, just following my system of trading, I cannot short here. I cannot short here. The only thing I can do right now here is just waiting in weekly chart, right? Weekly chart, looking for a buy signal here, and I need to see. I need to wait for Tesla to tell me if this is support. Yeah, over time, sideways here, and that's all. It's the only thing I can do. Okay, I can do. But if Tesla crash, right? Of course, the next target is around 160. And it's gonna be if we see 160, in my humble opinion, right, of course, it's gonna be a major buy opportunity here because it's a major support since 2023, right? Or actually 2020. So the last 5 years, every time when you see Tesla around 160, around 150, is a major buying area. Now let me show you here the monthly. The monthly here, Tesla is looking like, yeah, it's about to test around 200 to 150. Actually, in the monthly, I'm looking for this level. As you can see here, is forming a buy sell signal very soon. I think it's about the medium. Here, if we follow this, let me show you around 85%, 84% of probability to see a sell signal here in the monthly. So this is a very high chance. Of course, entry is very late. I mean, it's not. This is not entry. I mean, it's too late for monthly. So that's why, yeah, I think there is a very strong probability to see Tesla this year testing the lows of 2024 or 2023. Now, let me show you here in the long term, right? Let's talk about the 3-month chart. What is actually happening right now? Tesla is in sideways in the scale, the macro scale. This is a ping pong game, right? Here is the bottom, 150, and the top is this area. Okay, so if Tesla close, we see the close in April this month below 260 because this candle is gonna close in April. The following months, the next 3 months, we can expect a yes 150. Like the news will say, major crash. Tesla is crashing. Tesla is losing the market with China or whatever, right? Elon Musk is crazy. I don't know, or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, so now let's continue with more. Let's talk about Baba. Baba, as I said before, I said it here. I actually invested Baba a long time ago. I am bullish, still bullish, looking for this red area around 170. That's my area. I am holding, still holding. I bought at 73, holding here and looking for this area to be tested. And of course, I will just close my position. I don't care, it's new ATA, whatever. Yes, but I have a plan. I respect my plan. And if I see this area, I will be more than happy just to take profits. That's all. Okay. Baba is. I know some of you are actually here with Baba, and actually is doing very well. The momentum is to the upside. Actually, it's very nice. If you see here, Baba, even with the sell signal here, is actually trending to the upside. Actually, is doing very well here. So into the chart is actually, we will see a sell signal here, but the volume is very good. It's still above the sell line. And also the bi-weekly chart, everything is to the upside. We have invalidation. So actually it's very good, looking good, and I will just keep it. Now let's continue with Nike. Nike, I bought Nike. as well. Remember, all the things I'm saying right now is not financial advice. Not financial advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing or what I did, right? Here's my entry around 73, same as Baba. And let me show you here in the weekly chart. Weekly chart here, we still have the momentum to the upside. This is for me, in my humble opinion, this is consolidation. This is consolidation, looking for around at least $100. At least I'm looking for $100 at least. Yeah, where is MA55? We have a bullish that brings in the monthly, right? We have a bullish that brings here, right? And of course, I am looking for in the long term at least $100. But with this bullish that brings in the monthly, I am actually, I wouldn't be surprised if we see new ATA in the long term, of course. And why is because we see the higher time frames. The last time when Nike tested the ME55 was in 2000. So 25 years ago, it was the last time when actually Nike tested the ME55. And from there to the moon. So right now we have this opportunity after 25 years, right? I cannot be bearish here, right? I cannot be. But because it's 3-month chart, we have to wait a lot of time, right? You must be willing to wait a lot of time, like maybe 2 years, 3 years, whatever it takes, as long as you have the signal right. Now let's talk about Netflix. Let me show you here. Netflix is crashing. Yes, it's crashing, but it's not making a new low. As you can see here, we have a higher low here, and even we see Netflix crashing, right? In my humble opinion, right, is a buy opportunity. Why? Because the ME55 is gonna be tested, and the trend is your friend until the end. Yeah. Oh yeah, apocalypse is coming. Everything is gonna crash to zero. Yes, I want to see that. But the thing here is like, it's not the time to buy right now on Netflix, but in some point this year is gonna be the buy. Yeah, see, as you can see here, seller line here, 800 actually is very good. So that's why we have the sell signal here in the weekly chart. So let's see around we have a sell signal forming in monthly. It's gonna be awesome if we could see maybe a test in the long term to 650. Yeah, it could be. We can classify this as a major crash, like 50% crash. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be also a major opportunity to buy again, right? Last time the Netflix crash 70%. So, well, it's possible, yes, but the probabilities are not very high because, as you can see here, the volume actually is making a new high here, right? So we don't have better variance in the monthly, so that's why I will just be a little bit more conservative here, okay? Now let's continue with the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, as you can see here, is technically speaking broke the ME55 finally here. Let me see the weekly chart. Weekly chart is testing the ME55 here. I cannot be bearish here. Sorry for saying this. Maybe you will not like what I'm saying, but maybe you don't like what I'm saying right now, but I cannot be bearish here because it's testing the ME55 here. The ME55 is my friend, right? And my friend is what? It's to the upside, right? It's like this. Well, I could be wrong, yes. In some point, I'm gonna be wrong, right? But as long as the ME55 is holding, and also the momentum here is about to test the seller line here, we have to wait maybe maybe 1 month or 2. But if we see a buy signal here, it's just gonna be to the upside, my friend. It's gonna be just to the upside, the trend until the end. The trend is your friend until the end, okay? Now let's talk about. I'm gonna continue with AMD and Nvidia, and I will check the comments, okay? Now, AMD here, as you can see here, we have a buy signal here forming right now, testing support, the first support around 100. Actually, that's actually right. It depends, right, on your targets, because as investor, the first buy is here, of course, but let's see the monthly, because I don't know, the monthly, I cannot be bearish here. Same thing as before. It's testing the ME55 in the monthly here, testing the ME55, I cannot be bearish here. 2-0. No, the trend is your friend. Maybe it's not. It's doing something like this, right? It's doing something like this. Yeah, I agree. I understand. But here, no, thank you. No shorts. No. Why I have to short here? No. This is like this, at least sideways, and this. That's all. Okay. So I am bullish here. Yes, I am bullish. Let's see Nvidia. Nvidia monthly is looking like it's looking for a pullback maybe in the long term around 85 maybe potentially. Let me see the weekly chart. Testing the MA55. Careful here because now Nvidia is testing the MA55. If you were looking for a buy opportunity, well, not now. We have to wait, right? Maybe a couple weeks, but right now here is that start thinking to open the wallet, right? Not financial advice, right? And here is when we have to start thinking to buy, but not yet. Why? Because same as I said this before actually many times. We have to wait for this area. We need to wait for Nvidia to tell us actually this actually support. How? We need to see sideways here. No new lows. No making lows. Not making new lows. Just only sideways, and here a buy opportunity. Here, maybe in April, maybe May, right? And potentially continuation to the upside. The trend is my friend until the end. Okay, I'm sorry, but I cannot be that super bearish like maybe you are thinking, like, oh, everything is gonna crash. No. Now let's talk about let's see the comments, and I'm gonna start checking or more. If you have more requests, just let me know in the comments, and let's talk about it. Okay. Simone, thank you for joining. Thank you. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. It sounds like World of Warcraft for me. Let me see. Okay, what is whoa? Whoa. Okay, this one, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't know. It's gonna be my first time. I have no idea about this. Let me show you a one-day chart. One-day chart. First of all, this thing is trending to the downside. Okay, major reaction here. There is no buy signal. There is nothing here. There is nothing to do here in one-day chart. In weekly chart here. Oh my God! Wow, this is beautiful downtrend. Beautiful reaction from the MA55. Eventually is forming a potential bullish divergence, as you can see here, right? It's forming a potential bullish divergence, but it's gonna take time, right? You have to wait. And if we see price action, yeah, technically speaking, this is support. This area is support around here, right? This area. So the only thing I will do, right, is just waiting. Same thing, forming a basement here, sideways here, and if we see a buy signal here in the long term, maybe May, a couple months, yeah, looking for another bounce. But the trend is your friend, and the trend is to the downside. So your target should be the MA55, and after that, maybe a new low. Now let's continue with the monthly. Monthly here, well, this is reversal, my friend. This is reversal. Is actually reversing. The last hope for this asset is actually this area, 28. But we don't have volume. The momentum is destroyed, as you can see here. In the long term, it's looking like we will see a very strong support. We could see a very strong support around here, around 24, 25, around there. And that's all. Let's continue. Hello, Leo, for our chart, and say it again how we can. Okay. So let me show you here. Bitcoin, right? You're talking about Bitcoin. Let's see Bitcoin right now. Okay. 4-hour chart. Let's talk about 4-hour chart. Okay. First of all, here in 4-hour chart, we don't have buy signal. We don't have the momentum right now. But I just want to suggest when we are in a range, because right now Bitcoin again is in a range, very, very, very nice range, right? 10% range. We need to change a little bit the strategy, right? Ping pong strategy, right? So this is the top, this is the bottom, and this is the middle, right, of the range, right? So first of all, here we never short support, right? And we never open longs in resistance, right? Never. And of course, usually I have to be honest, I do it sometimes. I break my own rules sometimes. Yes, I need to improve. I am a human, but technically speaking, we cannot or we shouldn't open any position in the middle of the range, because the risk and reward is not worth it. It's 1-to-1, right? Always you want to play the risk and reward it must be 2-to-1, right? Like we want to buy here, we want to is the risk and reward should be at least 2, right? Not 1-to-1. So as you can see here, right now in the 4-hour chart, we don't have a buy signal here. Now, how we can use the volume? First of all, volume is the most important tool you can use. You have to use actually for any asset. You are not using volume is you are actually blind. How to use it? First of all, this volume here, you need to start looking for momentum. Well, it's trending to the upside, or it's forming a bullish variance or bearish variance. But the theory is this. The theory is as follows. Let me explain. The volume must follow the price. What I'm trying to say is this: when the volume is healthy, right? For example, here, right? We see this crash, right? We see this crash here, but the volume is actually trending to the upside, right? There is a very strong probability we could see a bounce. Why? Because this is forming a bullish variance, as you can see here, right? This is actually it's a divergence. You see? So that's why we need to understand, okay, if I am short here, but the volume is not following my short, right? Potentially I will be wrecked, as you can see here, right? People who enter in short here, eventually after maybe 2 days or 3 days, they got wrecked. Because why? Because the volume was very clear, right? The volume was trending to the upside and the price was trending to the downside. Now here, the volume is very, 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 very good, right? Here is trending to the upside, trending to the upside. But there are limits, extremes, right? The volume in some point is going to be too high, like it cannot be sustainable. It cannot continue going up. And when you see the historical information, you see in this time frame for our chart, every time when in this asset, right, Bitcoin is around here in this area. Every time when it's around here, there is a very high probability to see a reversal. And you see here, well, this was not the exception. Oh, sorry, this was not the exception, as you can see here. The last time when we saw the volume around this level was in February, and here right now in March, and here around February as well, and so on. You see, every time when you see this, you need to study what happened after that. Reversal here, sideways, crash, right? Here, crash, and here, sideways, and here, well, actually a major downside, you see? That is the thing, like you need to identify, also for longs, you have to do the same thing. You need to identify the extremes, and when you see the extremes, right? Actually, then in the next release of this indicator, I'm gonna draw actually the extremes, the zones, because it's gonna be very helpful, right? So right now here, if we practice and we do the same thing, well, now we have the volume very low, right? Very, very low. If we study the past, historically speaking, the last time when we saw this was in 2024, in October, in July last year. So what happened after that? When we saw this area tested, eventually there is a very high probability to see a potentially reversal, right, in the volume. So that's why you need to understand, okay, well, we are in support right now, it's testing support right now, plus the volume is testing a very extreme area, like oversold, not oversold, like very extreme area. Well, this is the time to start looking for maybe a potential longs, right? So formally speaking, in the next buy signal here, right? What we can expect, well, sideways here and bounce where the target should be the MA55 around 86, 87. And the confirmation is gonna be the volume must keep trending to the upside. You see? I hope that explanation can help you. Okay, now let's continue with the next comment. Instagram security is Bitcoin losing volume? Well, not sure. Could you be more specific? Which time frame? Lorenzo, welcome, welcome, Lorenzo. Hi, Leo. What do you think about XRP? Okay, XRP. Yeah, well, XRP. Let me see. XRP. Let's see XRP. Okay. Okay, let me show you XRP. XRP in 4-hour chart, I don't know. Let me check. You please next time specify your time frame, because I don't know what you're doing. If you are in short term, long term, I don't know. For example, in one day chart, technically speaking, is testing support right now around $2. Remember what I said before? $2 is the key. If you see $2 broken, you will see a major crash, like 0.50, 0.60. That's why it's extremely important for XRP to hold $2. Yeah. Now, as you can see here, we have the buy signal. So what I'm expecting right now here is sideways here, sideways in this area, at least this week, sideways and potential bounce. Okay, but if you see another sell signal forming here like this, but the price is not moving. You can expect a continuation to the downside. Okay. Now let's continue with more comments. Can you look at your time frames about Nasdaq? Yeah, I did it. Okay, 2 months time frame. Okay, let me see. The stock market, Nasdaq. Okay, let me see here. 2 months. Okay, we have a wonderful better range right now here. We have oh wow, this is impressive. We have 1, 2, 3 strikes of better variance. Wonderful, beautiful better variance. The momentum is crap. The momentum is terrible. And we have a better variance here. And well, it's like this. Yeah, target. Oh my god, it's gonna be interesting this, because it's two month chart. 2026, 2027. Looking for 250, 400. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a lifetime opportunity, my friend. If you are right, actually this is actually it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge, because we have 1, 2, 3 strikes of better variance. We have bi-monthly, and actually we don't have like something like that before. No, just you study. I need to study more this chart, but what I can see right now here is like this point, 2020. You see, please study this point. This point, the market is trending to the upside, volume healthy, and now it's trending to the downside. But you study the price here. We follow the theory of volume and price. Yeah. Before 2020, the price is pumping, right? And volume super healthy, right? But this time after 2020, we have higher lows, and higher lows, losing momentum, losing volume. This is crap, my friend. I mean, when I say crap, I'm not saying is in downtrend. No, of course not. We must be very happy, because this is gonna confirm. This could confirm what I'm thinking about Bitcoin. Like if we see this crash, because it's gonna be a major crash, 400. Oh my God, Bitcoin is gonna be super cheap. So actually, yeah, I agree with you. Looking for 2026 this year, or 2026, potential major crash in the markets. Yeah. Actually, I agree with you. Let's see the Nasdaq, the SP 500, because if we have this set up, it's gonna be awesome. Let me see. Oh my God, beautiful! Wow, wonderful. You made my day. So beautiful. My God, look at this. I didn't see this chart for a long time. But as you can see, well, this time, I mean, we are losing momentum here. We are losing momentum. I'm very curious. Let me see one thing. The Nasdaq. When was the last time when we got this set up? Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Well, the trend started in 2010. And now it's over. Technically speaking, it is broken in 2023. It was broken in 2023. So technically speaking, the next sell signal here, the next red dot in volume for the Nasdaq in bi-monthly, maybe in 2026, 2020, around there, potentially is gonna be the trigger to see a major downside. Yeah. Let me see actually the SP500. Let's see if we have something similar. Volume decreasing since 2015. Well, in average, the market crash every 10 years. something like, and when I say crash is like, or between 10, 15, right? Like around 50%, right? 60%. So right now the distance from here to the MA55 is around 40%. Okay, we have a better divergence, 1, 2, 3 strikes. Well, it's looking bad, yeah. But good news for us, right? So good news for us. We will see. We will have a very nice opportunity to buy again. Everything very expensive. Sorry, very cheap. And actually, that is makes me think. Makes me think. I'm gonna protect my entries. I'm gonna protect my entry with Nike and Baba. Maybe I'm gonna take half of my profits, just in case. Because after I saw this is concerning. This is concerning. I'm not saying it's gonna happen today, but it's a time to be defensive. It's a time to be defensive. I am not bearish, of course not, but it's just I am defensive. Okay. Don't short the market. Don't short the stock market because overall the stock market is to the upside. So I strongly suggest you have to change your mind. Think it. Please try to see this crash or this drop as a potential big buy opportunity. Okay. That's actually my way of thinking. Okay. So of course, remember all the things I'm saying right now. I said in this live stream, all my live stream is not. I am not financial advisor. I am just telling you what I'm doing, how I see the markets based on, of course, my system of trading. I make many mistakes, same as you. You can see my trading journal. I sometimes got wrecked. Last week I got wrecked. Like I lost like $600, right? So, but it's part of the journey, right? It's part of the process, so it's fine. Now let's continue. There is one more thing I want to see to confirm this. Okay, is gold. Gold, oh my god, it's super bullish. Oh my god, it's super bullish. Oh my god. You don't want to see bullish gold. When you see very bullish gold, something is about to happen, something terrible. This is very bullish. Oh my god. You see, we don't have better variance here in my monthly, and this thing is gonna keep trending. In general, it's gonna be terrible for the markets. Let me see like higher time frames, like very, very high time frames, like 6 months. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. This is wonderful. The next 3-4 years is gonna be not very good for the stock market. In the short term, well, we have a potential buy signal here, sideways here, volatility contracting here, but doesn't matter because any you see a pullback for gold, it's just a buy. It's just a buy opportunity. Okay, guys, I think that's all for today. That's all for today. Let me just recap for Bitcoin, and that's all. Okay, that's all. And I'm gonna be all the week. Okay, every day. No, just Friday. The Friday I will not be online. It's only day I will not be online. But let me show you here one day for Bitcoin in the short term. Right, in the short term, we have this buy signal here. In my case, I am in long position right now in $81,000 around here. $1,000. In this case, I just protected my entry. I protected my entry because I am playing ping pong right now, looking for, of course, all this week, right? Not today. All this week. Eventually, if I am correct, we could see another test to 87, 86, and of course an extension to 91, 92. Now, one thing. If you see $80,000 broken today or tomorrow, of course I will be stopped, right? I will stop it. Get ready because we could see a very strong crash all the way down to 70K. But my friends, if you see 70K, 75K is to buy. I mean, it's a buy opportunity. It's a buy opportunity. Okay, buy opportunity. Yeah, for me, right? For me, no shorts, right? No shorts. If I see Bitcoin breaking 80K, I will not open shorts. I will just wait for my target. And my target is 75K, 74K around there. Okay. Don't think about the number and the decimal because I have some people in my group like I am expecting Bitcoin to crash to 7,900.20 cents. Oh my god, really? Impressive. Even you can see the market super good, like even you can see the decimals, right? Impressive. No, that is not realistic. Okay, it's better just when you're trading, think about zones, areas, not just one price. Okay, that's why I am looking for this area to be tested, right? Like between 70K and 60K and 75K. I know it's a huge area, yes, but we are talking about macro time frames, weekly chart, right? It's not just 4-hour chart. That's why, remember, if we see this crash, maybe this week, potentially, yes, it's possible. There is a very high probability because this beautiful reaction in weekly chart was wonderful, as you can see here, right? Wonderful reaction. It's a very strong hint like Bitcoin is gonna keep crashing. Okay, if you are in short right now, if you are in short, right? For example, you open a short or maybe 85K. I'm telling you right now, you have two options. Technically speaking, it's a time to take profits right now, right here, right now. This is technically speaking. But if you are thinking Bitcoin is gonna crash to 75K, protect your entry and get ready maybe to just get stopped as well. Okay, risk management is the most important thing we have to do, right? If we want to survive in the markets, we need to learn about risk management, right? It's the most important thing you have to do. Okay, I think yeah, same as you, Bebo. Same as you. Actually, thank you for sharing that chart. Actually, it's very interesting. Yeah, same as you. I think is very good times are coming right now. Actually, it's very good. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good day or good night. I don't know where you are right now, but thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And well, I'm gonna see you tomorrow.